All right, coming up next, it's a UFC heavyweight showdown. Well, it's always exciting when you have such a high-level Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu practitioner. This man has been a master of the submission in the UFC, and even though a lot of people know what's coming, more often than not, they're unable to stop.
Because the knowledge of the Jiu-Jitsu game is truly something that it's hard to replicate when a guy is as good as he is. I mean, he will jump for a triangle. He will jump for an armbar, and as you slam him to the ground, he starts to understand, okay, I'm right where I need you right now. This is when the game starts for him. If he doesn't secure that submission, he gets you where he needs you to be in order to start to really make you drown. It's like going in deep water and getting pulled down over and over again, because every time you think, if I do this, it'll make it better, it just makes it worse.
And best of luck trying to find a training partner to simulate this guy in the gym.
It can't happen, and it won't happen.
All right, so here he is, Khabib Nurmagomedov. His future, in all likelihood, is in the UFC Hall of Fame, but his present is this fight right now, once again taking on a fellow top 10, 155-pound fighter.
And when you've done everything that Khabib has done, that's all you see, is the best the business has to offer. Yeah. And after the McGregor fight, his star shined more brightly than he ever could have imagined. I know how humble Khabib is. I know how much he loves to live in privacy. Right. I understand that, but when you beat a Conor McGregor in the way that he did, he became an international icon, and it shows as you watch him in his pursuits of just opportunities and everything. But nothing is available to Khabib if he does not take care of business in this octagon. And every time he steps foot there, he does exactly that. One of the most dominant fighters the UFC has ever seen.
Going into that Conor McGregor fight, UFC 229, October of 2018, had about 4 million Instagram followers. Yes. How about 15 million? You got some catching up to do.
I mean, the next day, he was up to 10. It was unbelievable. That's what happens when you fight Conor McGregor, and you beat him.
Most lightweights say, top to bottom, the toughest matchup for them in this division is Khabib Nurmagomedov. We'll see how it goes for him here tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. And when the action begins, a referee in charge of the octagon, Yves Lavigne. And now, this is the moment UFC fans around the world have been waiting for. Live from the sold-out Madison Square Garden Arena in New York City, it's time! 5 rounds in the UFC heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a jiu-jitsu fighter holding a professional record of 14 wins, 8 losses. He stands 5 feet 9 inches tall, weighing in at 145 pounds. Fighting out of Coconut Creek, Florida, Carlos Boston Rosa. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a grappler, holding a professional record of 29 wins, no losses. He stands 5 feet 10 inches tall, weighing in at 155 pounds. Fighting out of the Republic of Dagestan, Russia, Khabib the Eagle Nurmagomedov.
Okay, protect yourself at all time, obey my command at all time. If you want to touch love, do it now, go back to your corner.
They touch him up, and we are underway. All right, DC, here we go with round one. Of course, few guys in this division can grapple as effectively as he can. Maybe some pause tonight, given the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt on the other side.
Yes, and he may use his grappling in reverse to stay upright, because this Jiu-Jitsu fighter is such a great fighter. He's such a fantastic fighter. He's so skilled, he's so tricky, and he's so good at weaving a web that gets you lost in it. that standing may be this grappler's best chance to win the fight.
All right, single collar tie now. Well, perhaps a sign of things to come as he lands a kick there.
Nice kick landed by this gentleman.
And he landed the right hand there.
Big punch lands over the top. How's he gonna follow this one up? Right under the elbow, body kick lands.
And they separate. Oh, he got that inside leg kick to the target there, DC. You don't want to eat too many of those.
No, you can't. It starts to beat up the inside thigh. That is a technique you use to really slow down your opponent. Big, powerful punch lands. Now he gets back to range.
Single collar tie now. Knee to the body now, it's blocked. Oh, he's got that right hand going tonight, DC. Connected with it there.
He's thrown so many left jabs to throw that right punch straight down the pipe. It's unreal.
Oh, nice counter jab there. Oh, nice land there by Nurmagomedov. When he made his UFC debut in 2012, he wasn't striking like that.
No, he did not look like this. And that's a credit to his coaches, not only at the American Kickboxing Academy, but at Eagles MMA over in Dagestan. Look at him working at trying to shut the liver down.
And a miss with the right hook. Nurmagomedov gets hit with a kick here. That one landed flush. Let's see if he can make some adjustments.
Big punch to the body.
Man, is he timing his shots well here tonight, DC. It's hard to recall him being this accurate in the past.
I mean, he is so sharp. And not only is he accurate, he's also keeping very busy.
Well done to catch the kick. We'll see what he can do with it. Nurmagomedov's shot is blocked. That's how you defend the single leg. And they separate. High-level MMA defense there, able to avoid the punch. Nice job by Nurmagomedov.
Look at him chopping the wood. Chop the wood with those leg kicks. Look at how he turns his hip over when he throws that kick.
Oh, you can hear the thwack from here as he lands another leg kick in DC. Now we're seeing visible damage as that leg starts to redden up.
And now you start to see the damage. And now you start to see the limping of the opponent. Watch as he gets kicked in the leg, he's turning away. He can't even get any pressure on his front leg anymore. He is beat up. That leg has been tenderized by this young man. Big punch from the clinch.
Oh, man, it ain't Dikembe Mutombo, but he is blocking all these shots coming his way.
Get that out of here. He sees it coming. You're going to have to mix it up.
Shake that finger.
Shake that finger. Look at how he turns his hip into that leg kick. Straight punch landed with so much power.
Just misses there with the left. Starting to do some really significant damage to the body here. Another strike lands there. All right, he engages in the single collar tie.
You take more of these leg kicks, you will not be able to be very active on your feet. Oh, nice.
Oh, and he connects with a punch there, DC. You like this guy.
I like this guy a ton. And to watch him punch like this puts a smile on my face.
Man, he is so sound defensively. Nice job to raise the guard there.
It's the relaxation that allows him to see things coming and block most of the strikes that are coming at him.
Nice body shot there. Counter jab, snaps the head back. That'll get his attention.
Punch over top.
Round two is next. All right, no telestrator for DC tonight, but we'll get you some replays. And if you like face punching, that was a good round.
Yeah, where's my telestrator, man? I want to draw this action. But yeah, John, you're right. It was the striking, it was the punches that really did allow him to take control of this round.
All right, second round now underway. I'm no analyst, but a little bit of a feeling out process there in round one.
And that's a part of being in the octagon with someone that's so skilled. You cannot just go after guns and blazing. Both of these young men are trying to find the right moment to attack.
Nurmagomedov gets caught with that punch. His chin is held up thus far. Got to shore up the defense here, though. All right, so he's landed some good shots tonight, but this is not a combo meal, right? No three-piece, no soda. It's one and done more often than not.
John, don't you come to me without a combo. I want the whole platter. Give him the whole platter, young man. Put some punches together. Make this guy take the whole thing. Give him more than one strike. You have now found a setup punch. The jab is landing consistently. Find something that's going to go behind it. He has a commitment to kicking tonight, and it shows.
And both guys really throwing with authority. Well, you start to really worry about the wrestling, and there's that left hand from Khabib.
Underrated. I mean, it's a very underrated part of his game, his ability to stand and strike with anybody in the UFC. Good jab.
Connects with a right hand. Pretty good punch, that one.
Nice right punch by this young man. Big punch lands through the middle.
All right, good job by him there to raise the guard and protect his head.
He's doing a good job.
Oh, beautiful job with the ankle pick to get him down. Now we'll see where he chooses to go from here.
Got the ankle pick. Let's see how he advances from this position.
Yeah, left hook found its target.
Big kick lands.
Oh, lands another shot to the body, beautifully placed as he continues to punish his opponent's midsection here in this round.
I mean, he's cutting down the size with these beautiful leg kicks.
Again, going back to the jab just out of range. And they separate.
Nice movement punch.
Oh, roundhouse kick. Style points on that one. All right, so a nice job there defensively to raise the guard and prevent any damage.
Those hands never leave.
And a nice job to stick with it there to complete the takedown. Oh, he postured up there, gained some valuable separation.
And now the ground and pound starts.
So he's really starting to put together some significant body shots here. These are going to take their toll as this fight goes on. And they separate.
Big body kick lands.
Both fighters exchange in the pocket here. Nice punch there by Nurmagomedov.
He's throwing every part of himself into these big leg kicks.
That's a pretty good right hand there by your teammate, Khabib Nurmagomedov, DC.
You're so worried about the wrestling that when the hands come, you're not expecting it. And Khabib lands early and he lands often.
Oh, man. You jumped out of your seat a little bit after that.
Oh, I did, because I have time where I just kick like that. And I'm going to tell you one thing. It does not feel good. Those leg kicks, man, that's his investment. His investment is in the leg kicks. That's how he slows these guys down and he breaks them down.
Well, his corner was pretty urgent after round one. A little bit lackluster there in that opening round. He has certainly picked up the pace here, and as a result, he has taken control of this second round. And just inches away from landing one of those big right hands. Well, as my favorite rap group Onyx would say, stick and move, right? Beautiful slip off the center line there.
Yeah, what a great job of moving his head. It doesn't take much to avoid a punch.
Oh, that straight punch knocked his head in the wrong direction.
Really putting his opponent on notice.
Oh, bleeding from his cheek now. Damage done.
Who's hurt? Serve him up. Go get him.
Straight right. Throws the right hand there. Visibly limping here. All right, 20 seconds to go in the round. Oh, nice job with the knee strike there. That'll wake you up.
He thought it would be available. He just knew he had to find the right time. That was the right time. That's a big strike right there.
And that's the end of round number 2. All right, so back-to-back entertaining rounds. We'll see how it goes in this round. We'll see which corner sort of maximize those 60 seconds on the stretch.
This is what happens when you get very skilled, very evenly matched fighters coming together. Nobody has really taken a lead in this fight. Let's see who does it going into the next one.
And he caught the kick. Oh, and he lands yet another strike to the body. Pinpoint placement right underneath the elbow. Nice connection with a punch there. It's hard to recall a time in the past that his boxing looked this sharp.
He's never looked this good.
Just a slip there. He's got a serious right punch, and he went to it effectively there.
It is his money shot, and he will continue to throw it until he finds a knockout.
Timely defense there. Huge block for him. All right, he engages in a single collar tie here. His leg is hurt here. You can see him limping a little bit. Sound defensively here as he stays upright. Double leg takedown, no good. And now he's got the tie punch.
Oh, big punch land.
Got the single collar tie. They continue to exchange. Right punches there. Well, he hasn't really showed any signs of slowing down tonight. He continues to connect on a high volume of strikes here. Well, he has stayed busy and he has stayed accurate. Nice combination there.
Very accurate, a lot of activity, and the hands look phenomenal tonight.
Oh, nice jab by him there, and I guess on the other side, hard to get your offense going when your head keeps getting snapped back like a Pez dispenser.
Every time he tries to go forward and use his own offense, the jab is stopping him in his tracks. He's doing a great job of fighting behind it.
3 minutes to go in round 3. Ooh, nice slip there to avoid the punch by Nurmagomedov.
Good stick.
Loads up on the right hand and lands. Well, you've got to admire the urgency here. He is trying to keep the judges out of it, lighten up his opponent left and right. Oh, collar tie. Right hand good on the counts. Well, we'll see if he can turn this defense into offense, but he's doing a great job blocking shots here tonight.
As of right now, he's thinking more defensively.
Oh!
Oh, he's hurt bad. He's hurt bad, John. He's got to press him. He's got to go chase that finish down now.
Oh, he might be out. Oh!
Good punch. Ooh-wee, what a right hand by this young man.
Well, he has got to be thrilled with this effort here tonight. There was a lot of pressure on him coming in. He has doled out a lot of damage, landed a lot of strikes, near flawless execution.
Sometimes the hardest thing to do is what's expected. When you're expected to win, sometimes it's hard to live up to that expectation. He lived up to that expectation, and he exceeded it with such a great performance. Ooh, big shot lands.
His misses are entertaining. Really timing his shots nicely. Good tempo, very accurate, finding the range with relative ease.
Yeah, he's doing a great job. Look at the whip action that comes from him throwing that kick. Left hook, yeah.
And he tags him with the straight hand there. Beautifully done by Nurmagomedov.
Ooh, what a punch. Leg
Back
kick.
and forth we go. All right, he'll engage in a single collar tie. Oh, he scored with that uppercut. Well, DC, headgear's not allowed, but he has raised the hands, and he's doing a nice job protecting the dome.
He's doing a great job of blocking his head. A lot of times, those shots to the head will knock you out. Not this time. This guy's making sure nothing lands.
Oh, he has landed a high volume of strikes in this round. Whoa!
He needs to start looking to finish now because he's got his opponent hurt very bad.
Back and forth, let's go! Oh! Seconds winding down in round 3. Oh, he might be out. What a round! Well, he had a lot more than a puncher's chance coming in. Big knockdown for him in the previous round. DC, talk us through the highlight.
He got in his opponent's face, landed that big punch that put his opponent flat on his back. He couldn't get the finish, but if he lands one more time just like that, he will get the victory. What a punch.
Very nice outside leg kick by him there, DC. We'll see if he follows it up here.
He's really driving his shin into his opponent's stop, beating his leg up. Look at him whip his hip into that kick.
Well, just as he did in the previous round, continuing to land a high number of strikes here, and he hasn't really showed any signs of slowing down. Scary, scary proposition for the opponent.
He's in trouble. He's hurt bad.
Oh! Well, there are few things more fun to watch in mixed martial arts than these type of transitions and scrambles on the ground.
High-level grappling can really be entertaining.
Nicely done there as he escapes back to his feet. All right, he closes the distance, gets the single. Oh!
What a fantastic strike to throw at the exact right moment. He deserves this moment. Go finish his fight. Can't take many of those. You better check.
Beautiful shot to end the fight right there. It couldn't have landed much more flush than it did, and I'm not even sure the opponent saw it coming, quite frankly. So, near perfect execution on the strike that ultimately results in the KO here tonight. All right, DC, no telestrator tonight, but we're going to get you some highlights from this one. This was a fight that had it all, and for my money, his best performance to date.
His best performance to date in the biggest moment. In the biggest moments, you got to show up. And that's exactly what he did tonight. He used every bit of his skill to get the job done.
Now we go inside the octagon. Bruce Buffer with the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Yves Levine has called a stop to this contest at 1 minute, 22 seconds of round number 4. Declaring the winner by knockout, Khabib Nurmagomedov.
All right, so there he is, the man of the moment, celebrating one of the bigger knockout victories of his career. And gotta be nice sometimes with all the hard work that you guys put in when it goes down exactly the way you drew it up.
A lot of people talk about doing certain things. It's harder to deliver on those promises you make to the public. Tonight, he did exactly that. Congratulations.